Good evening. The Nation at 8. I am Kemi Akin Oluwadare. First, the main points. Ekiti begins 3 days mourning for Akeredolu. Federal government to recruit teachers for Build-a-thon initiative. NANS tax federal government on national mourning over Plateau killings as IGP relocates AIG Zone 4 to Plateau. The Southwest governors have paid a condolence visit to the Ibadan residence of the former governor of Ondo State, the late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. The governors who first converged on the Oyo State Government House said that the late Akeredolu played a pivotal role in strengthening the Southwest politics and security. The governors, who are the Ekiti State Governor, Biodun Ibanji Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, Ademola Adeleke of Osun State, and Seyi Makinde of Oyo, represented by his deputy, signed the condolence register in honor of the deceased. The Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, who on behalf of the governors described the late Akeredolu's death as a shock. And Ekiti State Governor Mr. Biodun Ibanji has declared 3 days of mourning for the late governor of Ondo State, Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu. Arakunrin Akeredolu, who was until his death the chairman of the Southern Governors and Southwest Governors Forum. Governor Oyebanji, in a statement by Special Advisor on Media Yinka Oyebode, declared that the 3-day state mourning would start today. He directed that all flags at public buildings across the state are to be flown half-mast throughout the period of the mourning. Meanwhile, Governor Oyebanji, who had earlier conveyed his condolences to the government and the people of Ondo State, paid a condolence visit to the family of the late Akeredolu at their Ibadan residence. Similarly, the former Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Otunbani Adebayo, has described the death of the governor of Ondo State, Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu, as a loss to the progressive family and the nation at large. In a statement, the former minister said that the late governor was a man who worked tirelessly for the good of the common man. He recalled his role in setting the security outfit Amotekun when the region was facing attacks from bandits who were killing and kidnapping the people of the region, saying Akeredolu rallied his fellow governors to address the insecurity and ensure that relative peace returned to the region. Also, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa of Ondo State has paid a condolence visit to the family of his late predecessor, Rotimi Akeredolu, in Ibadan, Oyo State. Aiyedatiwa, who led some members of the State Executive Council and Ondo State House of Assembly to commiserate with the family, promised to emulate Akeredolu's values and also keep on with the legacies that he left behind. The Akeredolu family thanked the delegation for the visit as prayers were said for the grieving family, with Aiyedatiwa leading others to sign the condolence register. In the meantime, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has visited President Bola Tinubu at his residence in Lagos. Aiyedatiwa said he received the advice and encouragement from the president to take charge of the state and continue with the art of governance. You're listening to The Nation at 8, coming to you from the broadcasting service of Ekiti State. The Ogun State Water Supply and Sanitation Agency has embarked on a sensitization and awareness campaign program in a bid to prevent the outbreak of cholera and other waterborne diseases. Report says a cholera outbreak in the state about 4 months ago affected over 200 and killed 10 people. The State Commissioner for Rural Development, Mrs. Olufemi Lori-Oduton, in Surulere community in Abeokuta North local government area, said that the awareness became necessary to checkmate the perennial challenge during the dry season when water levels in wells drop, making residents get water from unreliable sources. The Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy has announced the commencement of applications for teaching positions under its Build-a-thon initiative program. The Minister of Communications, Bosun Tijani, who gave the information, said that the program, which was launched earlier this month, would promote early technology adoption among senior secondary school students. He added that the program would run for 4 days in January 2024 and it is expected to have 1,500 students from 150 schools in 3 locations: Owerri, Maiduguri, and Abeokuta. The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has called on the federal government to declare a day of national mourning on the recent killings in Plateau State. In the statement by the NANS Senate President, Ekundino Elvis also said that it was embarrassing that no one has been arrested in connection with the recent killings in Plateau. And the Middle Belt Forum has said that the insurgents have written Punshit community in Mangu local government on a fresh attack. MBF Deputy National President Stanley Kwavam, who gave the information to newsmen in Lagos, said the terrorists were planning to launch the attack on the Punshit community. He said that anonymous persons dropped letters of previous attacks on Mangu local government. And the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has ordered the deployment of tactical teams, equipment and relocation of AIG Zone 4 to Plateau State with immediate effect. The Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, gave the information. This is coming after bandits had attacked different communities in Boko and Bakin local government areas of Plateau State, killing scores. Also, the Anambra State Police Command says 2 policemen were among 4 people killed last night. The gunmen had attacked the convoy of the erstwhile Anambra State political godfather Chief Chris Uba at Uga Junction, which is Uba's hometown. The State Police Publications Officer, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, confirmed that 2 policemen were killed, saying that the operatives were from the Enugu State Command. The Niger Delta Development Commission has distributed palliatives to food-prone communities across the 8 local government areas of Bayelsa State. The Managing Director of the NDDC, Dr. Samuel Uboku, said in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, that the gesture was part of the Commission's efforts to mitigate the effects of flooding on the people. Sports. The Nigerian Football Federation has denied the reports of the launch of a new jersey design for the men's national team ahead of the 2023 African Cup of Nations starting in Cote d'Ivoire, January 13, 2024. Images of the retro jersey design went viral on social media. However, the Glass House, in a short statement released, stated that the reports of the launch was untrue. And still on sports, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has said that Nigeria ranks 4th in terms of tickets purchased ahead of the African Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast next year. The 34th edition of AFCON has been slated to hold January 13 to February 11, 2024 across 5 cities on the south coast of West Africa. CAF says ticket sales for Nigerians are among the top 5 on the continent. To end the nation at 8, here again are the main points. We told you that the Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Biodun Ibanji, has declared 3 days of mourning for the late Governor of Ondo State, Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu. You also heard that the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy has announced the commencement of applications for teaching positions under its Build-a-Thon initiative program. It was in the bulletin that the Senate President of the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has called on the federal government to declare a day of national mourning on the recent killings in Plateau State. Lastly, on the Nation at 8, we told you that the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has ordered the deployment of tactical teams, equipment and relocation of AIG Zone 4 to Plateau State with immediate effect. Be an agent of positive change and avoid trouble, always. That's the Nation at 8, as put together by the production team and edited by Kelechi David. I am Kemi Akin Oluwadari. Good evening.
For news,